those three names, very much big names throughout the history of British wrestling, right from the World of Sport days through to their importance. Is there much of a World of Sport feel or an old school British feel in the way that they train you or the way that they encourage you to adapt your style? Or have they very much like, that's how things used to be, this is how we do things now?
No, I think, by being a part of the NXT UK brand, I've had the opportunity to really appreciate the world of sports style, or the British wrestling style more, even more so than I did. Obviously, when you're around gentlemen such as Johnny Saint, who's obviously a living legend, that in the names we've mentioned, Dave Taylor, Robbie Brookside, we've done a lot of tape study and match study of a lot of these, people, the Pat Roaches, the John Cortezes, the Jim Breakses, the Adrian Streets, the lists go on. We're watching a lot of matches in between time now and at the PC, and getting to learn about those gentlemen and see how they worked. Obviously, also we had in the NXT UK brand, you may or may not remember, we did a British Rounds match, the first one with Sid Scala and Cassius Ohno, which was a huge thing for our brand. And I think you'd naturally see a bit of European flavour crossed with, the NXT US style as well. And I think it is something we're trying to encourage ourselves and encourage the brand to give. We are NXT UK, so I think we have maybe a responsibility in some respects to keep, bringing that European style, which makes us different. So. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've learned a lot of stuff. Also, we have James Mason at the Performance Centre, who's just, one of the best wrestlers who's ever graced a British wrestling ring and around the world. So, if you're not
doing it,
yeah, these men, then something's wrong. So, yeah, in short, we are definitely getting a flavour from that side. And and I was also going to mention Johnny Moss as well. He's a huge component for it as well.
Is Norman Smiley still a part of it?
He is very much part of the NXT brand in America. Me personally, I know some of the guys and girls have gone over to America and worked with him. I've met him before, but I've not had the opportunity to do a seminar or work with Norman specifically, but would certainly like to.
Yeah, I'm always quite proud of Norman's, because Norman Smiley is he's from Northampton, so same area as me. And I'm always really, really proud of it, because he doesn't get the credit he deserves as, well, not a Northampton legend, but a British legend. So it doesn't really come across as an all-time great British talent.
Sometimes I think people who maybe were watching him during the sort of Monday Night Wars era, I think some people didn't even realise that Norman was, had a history of British wrestling stuff, just because, some people remember him for, how flamboyant and charismatic he was with the big wiggle and all this, he was such a, a segment stealer with the things he did. But he's obviously a hell of a mat technician as well. Whenever you get a chance to see him, some of his matches from that. So he learned to be able to manage to be the performer and also have the wrestling ability as well.